Robert, I want to talk about the latest news. I want to talk Carlos Baleba and his update and the future around him at Manchester United. I want to talk about personal terms being agreed as well as some other things. I'll be talking about Rasmus Højlund being told he must leave Manchester United, as well as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And yeah, some other updates on Højlund as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So this came in from Fabrizio Romano last night. It said, Manchester United speaking again and again, even today, with the agents of Carlos Baleba about the contract and salary. United advance on the player side and then see what happens with Brighton. We want to get him. We want to obviously talk about contract and salary. So the fact that we're trying to agree terms does kind of see that Manchester United want to get this deal done. Again, it's going to be a very difficult deal to do, but again, United going after the deal does show that it has had the possibility of happening. There is a chance it could happen, and seeing so far what's happened in pre-season, we're crying out for a midfielder in there. So yeah, I'd be over the moon if we do sign Carlos Baleba. But again, United are still talking to his agents and his camp about agreeing personal terms and all of that stuff before we can kind of focus on anything else really. Now the next thing, this has come out from the Athletic. It's a deal a lot of Premier League clubs would like to do with Carlos Baleba. He's one of the highest rated holding midfielders in the league and European football. If United do it, you're talking about more than £100 million. Moses Caicedo money is certainly a benchmark set by Brighton in the past, and you're looking at similar parameters to that. United have explored those parameters this week and sort of thinking there is going to be the market for him next summer. So if we can get ahead of the curve and we can do it now and steal as much on clubs that will be in for him, that's a feather in United's cap and helps them going forward. I think it's an unrealistic and unlikely deal due to the numbers being talked about. So that's coming in from the Athletic, who, again, they're pretty reliable when it comes to stuff about Manchester United. Do I think it will happen? Again, the price, there's a lot of money. And again, that's something that United, I don't think have. I mean, if we can generate money for players and get the money for Baleba, I'd certainly go and do it. It will be a very, very difficult deal to do. We understand that, but the fact that United are going in about a respectful way, the deal may happen. Now, this came out again. Firstly, Baleba wants out. The personal terms have been agreed. Carlos Baleba has made his intentions clear. He's verbally asked Brighton to let him move. And if it gets even more interesting, because Baleba agents has given the thumbs up on the personal terms offer if Brighton agreed to let him go. Brighton at this moment have not nudged from their £100 million valuation of the player. So they're obviously valuing at £100 million plus, and again, they're only going to let him go if they get that money. They want to keep him right now, but again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But the fact that we're agreeing personal terms, we're having direct contact daily to kind of see if we can get this deal done. United are going to try and make their way around it. I'm hopeful this deal will get done. We'll have to wait and see. We do have about 3 weeks left of the window. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how quickly we can get this deal done. But for me, a midfielder has to be the priority position. It's a position that we need the most. It's a position where there's a big hole in our team right now. And yeah, we have to go out and get it done, because Baleba would be the ideal. There's not many other players out there that we can go and get. So yeah, let's see what happens there. But that's the update. United still talking. They've kind of agreed personal terms on the contract and salary, and now they probably will talk to Brighton about negotiating how they do get around this deal, because it's certainly a deal that does need to happen. A deal that we all need. Now, on Højlund, AC Milan have started discussing via intermediaries numbers on Højlund deal. Understand there are details: 6 million loan fee, €45 million buy option clause, and salary covered. No green light to exit from the player. I told him to insist on staying after he got 0 minutes against Fiorentina. Now, this came out from Ben Jacobs. Rasmus Højlund has told him need to leave Manchester United to gain minutes this season, and now considering his options. United would prefer an outright sale, but having brought out a loan, AC Milan are prepared to meet United £40 million valuation via a loan fee and buy option following talks yesterday. So, listen, further talks will happen with Højlund. I think ultimately he doesn't want to leave. He wants to fight for his place, which again, you can appreciate. But I still think he will end up leaving. The fact that we bought in Sesko, but yeah, I think Manchester United want to get rid of Højlund. That's why we bought in Sesko. The fact that he's not getting any minutes in the pre-season game is again very, very eye-opening. And I think Amorim does really want to sell him. So we'll have to wait and see. HOJLUND, AC Milan does seem like the option is going to be a loan deal with personal terms, all agreed on the salary, with the obligation for 40 million. And if you do get that, that'd be some good money for Rasmus HOJLUnd. Now, Calvert-Lewin, he has left his agent. He wants to pursue his move to United to be the backup. Now, I don't think this is going to happen at all. I mean, I'd rather keep HOJLUnd than have Calvert-Lewin. And again, we're not even going to keep HOJLUnd at this rate. So, yeah, Calvert-Lewin, I'm not even going to talk about it. Now, lastly, just a quick other update on Baleba. Important note that Brighton are ready to offer Baleba a new contract on significantly better terms. So, again, I think this is going to come down to one, the player has to push the move if he wants to join United that much, which he does. They're gonna have to push, and he's gonna have to push. Again, they're agreeing all the terms on his side. So again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But listen, let me know your thoughts. That's been an update. Stay tuned for all the videos coming.